Hello. So I look like garbage right now. I'm getting ready to get in the shower, but I don't know. So this video is gonna be just kind of a hang out with me and chat. There's gonna be some like get ready with me stuff, things like that. I don't know why I'm recording this. It's probably just to make sure that the microphone is doing okay because I tried to do I did do the recording for the Labubu video, but I don't know what happened if I like plugged this into a different port and it didn't like that one, or if it was the fact that I had it upside down. I don't know if that makes a difference with microphones. I don't know that much about that kind of tech, so I have no idea. But anyway, yeah, so it's Wednesday now, and yeah, I know I've got horns on. Honestly, it's mainly because my hair is an absolute nightmare. These were close, and I think they're fun. I just got them to have something for, honestly, in part for videos, because I think it's fun to wear stuff like this, but also obviously for like Halloween, stuff like that. But yeah, my hair was sticking up and they were right nearby because I just did my Amazon review for them. They're kind of fun. But anyway, yeah, so get ready to shower. I only have one student this evening at 6, and it's just a little after 1 right now. So I got plenty of time. I got new Labubu. I've actually gotten 2 or 3, I think, since I last spoke on it. And later today, I did actually go ahead and order one of these SkullPanda the Impressionism. Like, it's in French, and I hate French, and I don't remember how to pronounce that word in French. So it's the Impressionism series. They're a little bit like the winter whatever, but like just as in the overall structure and look. But I don't know. I assume it's probably based on Impressionism art or something. I haven't looked into it that hard, but they are very cute. So I'm excited to unbox that later. I will be showing that. At least the last 2 Labubus I purchased, like, I just bought them outright. I mean, they, come in the box and with the card and everything, but I already knew what they would be. But for the SkullPanda one, no. They're not quite as, sought after as Labubus, but they are popular. So sometimes I see them running for like, $70 on Amazon, but you can find them at the regular price, about $30, pretty often. And so, yeah, like I don't know if I had just gotten a refund for something or if one of my paychecks dropped or something, but anyway, I had enough to get one, so I did. I think that's all. I want to talk about right now. I do have some fun life update news that I will talk about later when I film again, but yeah, like I said, I'm getting ready to shower, and I just wanted to get myself into a recording mood. Yeah. That's about it. I'll be back with you soon. I do want to do more like recording, just here and there, to at least, clip in just me throughout the week, updates here and there. I think that's kind of what I want to do as far as a vlog goes. I'm just, still working on getting used to it and everything, and trying to do better on camera and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, gonna shower, and I will see you again in a little while. So, I'm back for now. Still waiting on delivery. I'm gonna look real quick. They should be here soon. It's like 5:20. They're 5 stops away, and my student is at 6, so I'm gonna have to wait until after work this evening to do the unboxing, but I figured I could at least do some of my life update stuff. So first of all, less exciting news, but still, I finally got a dry erase board. Doesn't seem like that exciting, but I wanted one for work for a long time, and I don't talk about it a whole heck of a lot, so you may not have, whatever, I'm a tutor. So, and I work online, so I've really wanted one for a while to put behind me for when I need it. We have, like, the platform I use for, basically all of my students. I mainly work through the same agency, but there is, like, a digital whiteboard, and I can pair my, my tablet up to it, but, like, whenever I'm writing, like if I dot an I too quickly and go to keep writing, it thinks I wanted to zoom in. So I'll be in the middle of a word and it zooms, and it's just not very, yeah, it's not a smooth experience, right, for the kinds of things I need. So excited about that. I managed to get it through Vine, so I didn't have to pay for it. I mean, taxes, but that comes out with the other taxes I owe for my work because I'm self-employed. So that's all right. And I mean, seriously, at the end of the day, like I said, the stuff I order is stuff I will use. A lot of it's just like decor stuff. Like I got some yarn recently, and as I have mentioned many times, I do knit a lot, so whatever. But anyway, excited about the whiteboard. I do also have a stand for it. It's just out of view. If you keep going, like beyond this mess here, it's somewhere over that way. It doesn't matter. Other exciting news. I am finally getting a vehicle again. I'm 35 and I have not had a car or license in over a decade. Main reason I don't have the license is because I haven't had a car. So, yeah. It's been suspended too. Like I was looking, it was something about not like providing proof of liability or something like that. And as far as what I've seen, I only had to pay the $100 like reinstatement for whatever that was, because that was back in like 2012 or something. So I don't even remember exactly what happened there, but apparently there was an insurance issue that I did not end up resolving. Probably because, yeah, when I got to the point where I didn't have a car and could not conceivably afford one, so whatever. But that's exciting. It's in the shop right now. I inherited it, and so like we kind of knew that there wasn't really anything major wrong with it, but it had been sitting for quite a while in the driveway, and the battery needs replaced, all this. I actually got a text not that long ago from the mechanic, saying like the brakes don't need replaced yet, but it is coming up, so they recommended it, and I figured, what the hell. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. We should have the vehicle back tomorrow, I think. I still don't have my license, and I gotta like get in touch with whatever entities I need to get in touch with to make sure everything is on the up and up, and that I can in fact go ahead and go to the DMV, get my license reinstated finally. I'm so excited, and I don't have a lot of places to go, you know, but it'll be nice just to have that freedom of transportation back. So that is exciting. I'm very excited about that. I'm checking right now to see if my SkullPanda's about here. This is 3 stops away, so yeah, I think I will be able to do that unboxing. So like I said, I did kind of start on a Labubu video. I mean, I recorded the whole thing, but it, even apart from like the audio being a little subpar because of why ever, I don't know, it was not quite as organized as I think it could have been, so I'm just gonna keep working on it. And for now, we'll just, yeah, do this like hang out with me plus get ready with me situation. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone again. I got some other cool stuff coming. Like today there wasn't a whole lot that I was really excited about. I did get this bitchin' mirror. I'm just gonna turn my computer around to show you. So I'm not I know, I'm like, here we go. Okay, yeah, there it is. Hello Kitty lighted mirror. That one came in yesterday. I think it's really cute. I'm not a particular Hello Kitty fan, but I do like Sanrio in general. Kuromi's real cute, and Cinnamoroll. Basmarie's alright too. Fussy boy, but, oh, 2 stops. What else? There's like a couple of Halloween things, I guess. I've got an incense burner coming. I got this really neat shelf thing that just like attaches to the edge of my computer there. Not computer, the edge of my desk. And then I got a couple of boo-boos hanging up there now. And also just, you know, some of my general office stuff. Anyway, so excited about the car, obviously. And it's funny too, because I was thinking today, I was watching, I do watch Oh Lordy It's Shorty for Amberlynn Reed stuff, but he's also got this separate channel, Oh Lordy It's More Jordy or something like that, which I actually am really appreciating because I think the guy's funny. Like he's got a really fun like screen personality and presence. So I do follow him there too, and it's just his regular vlogs, and he does it in the car a lot, and I've seen other YouTubers do that, so I'm excited to join the vlog from my car party. Where is this? I want my toy. Such a child. Sorry. Let's see. I did get my, yeah, you just would have seen him, but I did get the BiE Labubu in today. Yeah, he's super cute. When, like, my very first Lafufu, which was the first Labubu I ordered, wasn't. It was this guy. It was supposed to be this guy, right? I have actually shown him before in one of my videos, but I will definitely be using him in the Labubu video that I do when I talk about the fakes versus real ones, because now I have a real blue, or hope, they're hope for the Big Into Energy, and I've got the real luck, and then my two fakes are luck and hope, so it'll make for good comparisons there. But yeah, I'm just really excited to have my collection going, and it's fun to watch Jordy too, because he started out kind of like me. He did a better job than I did of avoiding fakes, but he got a blind box, just to say, like, he didn't buy one outright, just bought the blind box for the first time, and he got the exciting macaroon one, and like the only one he didn't want was the lychee berry, and of course that's the one that it ended up being. And it was funny too, because like that was actually my experience with my first Labubu. Sorry, I'm trying. He's got this ridiculous little outfit on, but this is the first real one I got. It's the happiness one from the Big Into Energy series line, whatever. And yeah, actually happiness and loyalty were my two least favorites of the Big Into Energy. But the funny thing is, since I had already run into issues with fakes and stuff, and this was the first one I got that was real, I ended up getting real attached to him, and that sounds kind of like what is happening with Jordy and his lychee berry. But he's also decided he wants to go ahead and collect the rest, and he was talking about buying them outright, like I started doing, which I think is fine. I think what I'm gonna do, because I only have 2 exciting macarons so far, so I'd like to do at least 2 or 3 more as blind boxes, and then from there just buy them outright to complete the set, because the blind box aspect is it's fun. It can be frustrating, because the damn things aren't cheap. We all know that. So, if you spend, like, on average, I find that the ones that are about $45, $50 USD or more, those have been real. And obviously you want to double check the reviews. I get them on eBay. It seems to be the best place to get them, at least for me. It's the best place I've found for me personally. But you just want to make sure to check the seller reviews. And I mean, if I find one that has some Labubus in the lower end, like high 40s, low 50s, and I can't find any like reviews about Labubu specifically, even if they have good reviews for other stuff, I'm not really inclined to take the risk, because the thing is, at the end of the day, there are sellers out there who do not understand that they may be getting and then distributing fake Labubus. Like, they just know it's like everybody wants them, and so they look for a place to buy them more wholesale, and they're like, these are expensive, they're hard to find, and then they come across, some boxes that are cheap, and they're like, oh, cool, finally. And then they just sell them, and people rightfully get upset. So, I don't know, but let me check again. Ooh, they're right around the corner, y'all. I'll go ahead and pause this so I can go get that. It's a little past 5:30 now, so I think this timing is actually pretty amazing. But yeah, let me pause this, I'll go get the box, and then we can do the unboxing together. All right. So, I haven't gotten any SkullPandas yet. I mean, the Labubus really are my main thing. Who knows, if I really like this, maybe I'll get some more, but like I said, this is the Impressionism. If I had to give my best guess to the French pronunciation, I would say L'Impressionnisme. I don't know. I hate that language. Nothing against French people. I met one French girl in my life, and she was very nice. That's all I remember. Okay, we're gonna open it. I close my eyes so I don't accidentally get a peek at a card or anything. And this one is a surprise, like I said. I didn't, like, order a specific one. Feels pretty big. Can you imagine if I got the secret? I doubt it, but it feels very soft. Oh my god. It's very autumnal. Let's see. I think it's teak wood. Yes. Now, she is not one of my favorites, but she isn't one of my least favorites either. I actually think she's kind of cute. I don't know how this is supposed to, like... Sorry, I'm just trying to see, like, how the butterflies are supposed to sit on her, like, because they're so big, and I don't really know how to fluff them out, you know? I don't know. She is super sweet, though. I think these aren't these, like, ears or headphones or something? I don't know. But there she is. Like the little feet. I actually have a protector case for the SkullPanda Impressionism and Winter Symphony ones, so it'll fit her. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna want another one. She is cute, but I don't know. Maybe she'll grow on me. Anyway, there's the Impressionism SkullPanda. My first one, Miss Teakwood. Certainly be a nice addition to my overall collection anyway. She looks very peaceful. Yeah, I guess I was kind of hoping I'd get one with the open eyes, but I don't know. I do think I at least prefer this more than, like, Dawn or Amber, which are very yellow. Mist is okay, but yeah, she'd need to, God, just go into a, some kind of protective case immediately. She's bright white. I don't know. I mean, I'm always very fond of green, so I would have loved to get her. She looks pretty neat. What's her name? Lightning, and then the green one is Pond, which is sweet. I like it. Alright, well, I've got about 15 minutes. I have my student for an hour, and I think I will get back on here with you guys to, yeah, just kind of finish what all else I wanted to talk about, because I have other thoughts to get out there in the universe, to also just be noise filling the air while you watch me do the things that I do day to day. So for now, say goodbye to Miss Teakwood. She is cute. I'll give her that. Maybe I just don't. Okay, yeah, she's making me think of, like, not necessarily deer, I guess. I don't know, just something woodsy. This is what she looks like without her wild, leafy getup. Sorry, I gotta go. I'll be back later. And we're back again. So, she has grown on me. Also, I did kind of, yeah, there we go. I figured out how to arrange her little, I don't know what this is, but it is removable like you saw earlier. And, to no one's surprise, yeah, she's grown on me and I kind of want some more. I don't know if, so like with Labubus, there's usually the 6 main ones, right? And then there will be the 7th, the secret edition, or rare. They call them secrets, which, I mean, I guess I get why, because, like, on the box, at least, it's not identified what it looks like or what it's called. But it is the rare one of the collection. And anyway, so, at least with these, and I think the Winter Symphony, at least, for SkullPanda, there's actually 9, and then a 10th one is the secret / rare. So obviously, like I said, this one isn't, but yeah, she really is growing on me. And I'm actually wondering if like the symbol, or at least one of them, on the bottom of their feet are like different for each one, you know. That'd be cute. But either way, they're cute as they are. There's a little leaf design, and then I don't know if this is a butterfly or another branch and leaf situation, but it is pretty either way. But yeah, so I don't know if you end up getting one of these and you're like, what the hell with this? Just kind of treat it like ribbon. And you know how like if you're doing wrapping paper or whatever and you want to curl ribbon, you can just like take, and this isn't what I did, but for this, but it's the same idea. So like with ribbon for like gift wrap, you know, can take the sharp side of the scissors, like here, I actually have scissors and I probably have some kind of ribbon. You know, I do, but I don't know where it is. It doesn't matter. Pretend this is ribbon. So you can, just take the scissors just like this. Obviously don't grip it real tight and don't get like the sharpest scissors you have. These are pretty cheap, I think, but they work. So anyway, you would take the ribbon like this and then you just kind of like pull and scrape the scissors across it. And you do want to like if you get it along the edge, that really curls it, right? So on a much gentler scale and just with my nails, I just kind of did that with the tips of this. Now these sound and almost feel like paper, but they're more like a type of craft ribbon material. And they do respond to that. If you just like hold it and pull a little, you can see I'm getting them to kind of curve open and stay in place. So if you care. But now that I've talked about my toys, again, I'm a 35-year-old adult woman. I do have other thoughts, and I guess I want to talk a little bit about some of the stuff you're going to be seeing in the background. The makeup and stuff is self-explanatory. I am going to be able to introduce you to my spooky laundry room at some point, and I have several videos. I'm just going to take a few clips out of it, but I was putting together this, I'll grab it. It's neat. Alright, it's cool, but like, it was a nightmare and I would not do this again. So it's a 3D puzzle vase. This was one of my Amazon Vine orders. I do generally like stuff like this. I've never done a puzzle like this, where it's just like your typical jigsaw pieces, pretty thin, right? But they're like curved and you put them together in a 3D setup, right? I will grant that the instructions made it easy to sort out how to put because it's separated into 4 packages, right? And so really all you have to figure out, because they're not labeled, is which package comes next. Because in each quarter, it's the same exact pieces, but the image is different, right? So you just build the same thing 4 times over, but y'all, the pieces, like, I feel like the level of perfection that they would need to be for something like this to not have been a nightmare to put together is difficult, right? So I'm not even like throwing shade on the brand, the manufacturer, nothing like that. But this thing sucked to put together. It kept falling apart, like pieces would fall off at the slightest provocation. And I mean, it's pretty solid now. Like if I squeeze it too hard or God forbid drop it, like it will come apart. It's actually okay. You see what I mean though? Like I'm barely touching it, and I need to get some puzzle glue and obviously fix what I just did. But you will see me several times in the video very unhappy about my experience with that. Let me see what else. I think there's a couple, like, you know, plan with me type videos. You don't even see anything specific. I'm just sitting there, writing in my planner. Sorry, let me see something here. Yeah, when I went to go click on one of those, it did stop my recording, but luckily I didn't say anything important, and, it didn't go on for very long anyway, but either way. So I was talking about the puzzle, the whole plan with me, mention, I know I brought up laundry, that kind of thing. So yeah, like I said, if there's anything else that needs further context, I can mention it, I guess. But as it stands, that's about it for that. Sorry, just a second. I need to pause this. That was a like work type notification. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm positive I've mentioned before that summer is like. I've had so little work. Like, I have some, like, adult students that are, like, working with me long term, or even a couple of my younger students who either just take the summer off or just take part of the summer off or whatever, with me anyway. But seriously, like, for a couple of weeks, like, I was working, like, 2 or 3 days a week and not very many hours. So, it's just nice. But the notification, yeah, was just a post for, prospective student, right? Doesn't matter. What was I talking about? Jesus Christ, his face is so upsetting. And it's not even the fact that, like, I punched out a couple of pieces just now. Like, honestly, it's not even that bad what happened, but oh my god, it was like, it looks cool, it's a neat concept, but I hated it so much. Jesus Christ. Okay, whatever. Burn some Palo Santo and close the hell out of this curtain. Y'all see the sun trying to blind my right eye? Okay, up there. Found it. Okay, so I was just kind of thinking about August, and y'all know how, like, I mean, if you saw my cozy reading video, I went on a lot about my many negative feelings about summer. And it's funny because, like, for a long time of my least favorite season, August was my least favorite part of it. Not, like, because it was, back to school. In fact, I consider that a point in its favor now, but I'm a nerd, so whatever. Plus, I mean, obviously it's good for my work, but anyway, I am a nerd, and probably somewhat pretentiously think of myself as an academic. I mean, I'm a private tutor. I think I'm allowed to call myself that. But yeah, so sorry, I'm not speaking very clearly. So I've been thinking about August and how much I've generally vehemently disliked it. But, like, this year I've been noticing, even though I'm hating the heat, Jesus Christ, like, I stepped outside, a couple of times today and just, like, it's so gross out there. But that aside, like, it's like summer's almost over. Like, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. September's coming, fall is coming. And I mean, I'm as basic white bitch as it gets. I love autumn as much as the next white girl. My favorite season, of course. Winter's a close second. But yeah, I don't know. My feelings about it are now more like anticipation for, what is coming next, I guess. I like the back to school vibe, and with that in mind, the back to Hogwarts vibe. But I am so upset with J.K. Rowling. For me, it was more about Hogwarts, about the wizarding world, than it was even about the characters. And I mean, don't get me wrong, like, Harry, Ron, Hermione, Hagrid, all of them, like, to the day I die, will hold such a special place in the small corner of my heart where fictional characters live, right? But for me, it was always more the world, the idea. Like, she had great world building ideas there, She took the absurd and treated it so matter-of-factly that a lot of times it wasn't like it felt goofy absurd most of the time. I mean, there were, things that were obviously meant to be more comical within the narrative, but I don't know. I know I'm rambling and, like, doing a poor job of waxing philosophical here. The point I'm really trying to get at is I'm looking for kind of a new Hogwarts to live in my brain, I guess. Does that make sense? I think for people like me who have that, who had that growing up, to whom Hogwarts meant so much and still does, right? But it doesn't have to always be that. And look, I have no shame in reading Harry Potter and rereading it. I'm just at the point where I don't want to spend any more money on the franchise. Like, I can't at this point. I just cannot. I can't. Like, Rowling is driving me crazy. When I first heard about this shit, like, my first thought was just like, has anyone seen her recently, though? Like, like she'd been locked up in a basement and people, kidnappers or whatever, were ruining her reputation online. And obviously that's kind of a joke, but that is what I said. Like, you know, she just kept being insane and more insane. And, you know, it's whatever. But I don't think that means that anyone who loves or loved Harry Potter and that universe, that world, shouldn't keep loving it. You know, that's silly. As far as I'm concerned, Hogwarts belongs to us now. You know, legality aside, like, they can't take it out my memory. I guess technically. Could take everything out of my memory if you... I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. So whatever, but it's just been making me think about somewhat similar stories that I've enjoyed. And most of the time, look, I have taken, like, anything in the magic school genre, I guess, not as, like, a rip-off of Harry Potter, but anytime I heard about something like that or came across it, it just made me think of, like, the point of this story was to capitalize on the popularity of Harry Potter, right? And that's a silly way to look at things without checking, you know? And I have a few times. It takes a lot for me to want to dedicate my time and attention to a book that's going to take hours out of my life, or a movie. Like, I'm not great at fully paying attention to a show or, you know, movie I'm watching, whatever, just because I'm used to just doing a few things at the same time, usually within my hobbies, right? So, I don't know, like, I haven't been willing to try very many new things in that type of area, sphere, whatever. The you know, wannabe Hogwarts, I guess, in a joking way, because I don't actually mean that, but one that I stuck with, that I loved, both the show and the books, is The Magicians. I will say, all right, look, first of all, and this is the only franchise, story, whatever, with which I think I have ever and may ever say this, but with The Magicians, I actually prefer the show. I like the books. I want to read them again. However, I have never read anything else by Lev Grossman, all right? So I am just speaking about my experience with this trilogy, The Magicians, and then I think The Magician's Land and The Magician King. Those last two might be mixed up, but either way. It is a fantastic series because like, so much of his world building was so good. The only issue I took with it, like, writing style wise, was that and this was not, like, the worst example of this I've ever seen in my life, but it was tangible. It was like somebody was trying to use, I guess, like, later millennial terminology and, like, lingo and stuff in a bit of a cringy way. It came off cringy. And in some cases, almost, like, some things felt almost like edgelord. And I'm gonna tell you right now, like, I it's been a couple years since I read the books, and I haven't even rewatched the show for a while, and I've seen that several times over. It's one of my top comfort shows, and so I'm talking about it now because for my back to Hogwarts this year, September 1st, I think that I'm gonna focus on more of a generality, and in this case it will be specifically the magicians, right? But just, I don't know, I guess maybe what I'm saying is, like, year to year I want to try and explore beyond the Hogwarts I know. This sounds silly maybe, but it means something to me, and maybe to, you know, people who might see things the way I do. So what I want to do this September, this fall, is to reread the trilogy, rewatch the show, and I want to talk about them. I want to talk about the differences. I want to be more specific about the issues I took with the books, and why I do tend to prefer the show over the books. But I will say there were things that were different in the books that I preferred over what they did with it in the show, and vice versa, right? Like, the thing was, it was just, on the whole, I felt like the show did a better job. Like, I think it did a really good job of telling the story the way that I honestly feel like the author was generally going for, if that makes sense. But it sounds really fun to me. I do have other books I'm working on reading, so and this kind of stuff is why I just refuse to do like a hard TBR. Like, I've even decided when I do a video where I'm actually gonna talk about it, which should be soon, because I was gonna do like summer, loose TBR or whatever, but I'm not even. I will just occasionally talk about what I'm currently reading outside of, what I've just told you. I'm gonna reread The Magicians, which I'm going to love, I know, so that I can talk about it. And yeah, like, it feels good to be toward the end of summer. To see the light at the end of the tunnel there. I've been working on gathering some fall and Halloween type decor and things like that, hence the horns and some other stuff you'll probably see in future videos. But yeah, it's just exciting. It's a great time to be alive. I'm happy. I feel good. And I think I have chattered more than enough to make up enough dialogue to call this a reasonable vlog, and to hopefully start really putting this video together. And I hope to get it out by Sunday at the latest. I know I'm behind schedule. I don't care. It's not a hard schedule. It's not like anybody's out here paying me for anything. And I mean, y'all, I got 5 subscribers right now. So like, and again, I and my wife are 2 of those. So I don't know. I don't know who I'm talking to, but it's okay. I'm still happy to be here. I'm still happy to be working on this, talking about, my wants and likes and dislikes and all that stuff. So I don't know if I'm still going to need to record another outro, or if I'm going to decide to record a different outro, but just in case, I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today, for hanging out with me for this little let's hang out and chat, I guess. Please, if you would, like, comment if you have something to say, subscribe. It'll help me, honestly, on just more of an encouragement level than anything. It will feed my ego, which, come on. God knows I need it. No, not too much. I don't need it too much, just a little bit, but I'll shut up. I'm gonna call it an evening. It's a little after 8, and I kind of want to just go hang out. Gonna, I don't know, upload my footage into Clipchamp, and yeah, I don't think I work tomorrow unless I get assigned a student between now and then. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for spending time with me. This let's hang out and chat. I hope I'll see you again. Bye.